Okay, I am live. Um, yeah, I'm working on some Vulkan. You can see we got a little rotating cube here. One second. I have to go spam the link to my friend so they can watch. uh, copy link. Okay. Boom. Okay. Yeah, so right now I'm working on textures. Um, yeah, textures. It's fun stuff. Um, let's do a quick line count on this Vulkan tutorial. One file. Ugh. 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 Brother, Okay, 14, 17. Okay. When I actually do start working on my own engine, I'm gonna break this up. Um, at the moment, I'm just like going through the junk, um, because um, because I want to learn. All right, let's throw on some lo-fi music as well. Fun stuff. All right. So where was I? Um, you can't see the tutorial because it's on my other computer, but I was working on preparing the texture image. What does that mean? I don't know, but we're just gonna continue to um, brainlessly type things in. That's how you learn, honestly. That's how I learned OpenGL, just like brainlessly typing in from learnopengl.com, and I do it again. Um, Honestly, this tutorial doesn't go super far, so I'm probably just gonna end up back on learn OpenGL anyway. Uh, ooh, no. Okay. For the people wondering why I'm not on NeoVim, it is because it was too hard. Xcode is easier because the IntelliSense is better. All right, let's see. We got transition, image layout, texture image. Okay. Okay, so right here we created the image from a texture. We load it from using STBI. We get the pixels, and then we do get the image size. I can't remember why I had to. Oh, the reason you multiply it by 4 because each pixel has 4 bytes for the red, green, blue, and alpha channel. That's why it's times 4. Then we check if the pixels were loaded. If not, we throw an error. And then we create a buffer to hold the image data. And then we set that. We create that buffer. We assign a pointer to some data. And then we copy that data over to we copy the pixels over to that data, and then we put it in the memory. We map the memory, copy it, and then unmap it, and then we free the image. and then we create the image, which is this long function here. It basically just uses some Vulkan stuff to create an image and allocate memory for that image. Yeah. And then let's see. Actually, I'm gonna make sure no one's. Oh God, I opened my own stream. Okay. So we're going to transition the image layout. This is a function I previously created. So we just pass in texture image, and then we pass in some flags for the format, which is just going to be RGB. R8, E8, B8, A. So yes, just sRGB. Each pixel is 32 bits, and each color is 8 bits. Yeah, and then we pass in some flags for the layout of the image. Yeah, so basically we're transitioning it from being readable on the CPU to only being readable by the GPU. Okay, so we have to, I believe we have to finish this, this function. Basically this function, creates some barriers, which basically allow you to like synchronize, stuff. So you don't get like race conditions, I think. But I'm also not, I don't know anything about this, so I could be wrong. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. I have to, I switched computers and it is currently, what's it called? It's using for spaces for indentation. I only want two. Okay. All right. I was like, why do they keep doing it? Okay. So we have to say if old layout is equal to image layout undefined and new layout is equal to good. Okay, so I'm a little confused as to why new layout would be equal to that, but maybe obviously we pass it in to not be that, but it could be something else later, I guess. Okay. So we're just gonna set some properties on the barrier. What do these mean? I don't know. Read the docs, brother. Okay, so we're just saying, I guess we have to say that the destination of this memory has to be writable. I think that's what's happening here, but I don't know. Oh, I was supposed to create some local bars. Or Stodge. Dest Stodge. Okay. Opera pipe pit. Transfer pit. Okay. Okay, now we're checking for what we just said it. Okay. Can't read. Okay. Read only optimal. It. We gotta say that. Source access mask. Okay. I think I'm going to after I finish this, I'm gonna use some libraries to so I never have to do this again. Because sure, I'm learning a lot, but it's also a lot of freaking typing, and I'm not good at typing. I'm actually a terrible typer. You would think I'd get good with how much I type, but nope. Stay bad. And I never give up. I'm not gonna lie. If you're bored watching this, I'm bored doing it. But it'll all be worth it. I cannot wait to actually have some interesting things to do rather than just like setting up pipelines and whatnot. Okay, so we're just gonna complain if it's not what we expect. Okay. Uh, okay. I don't know why I didn't put brackets. It doesn't matter, but all right. For readability's sake. Okay, so here we're just gonna replace these zeros with source stage and desk stage. And that'll be it. 0, 0, null pointer, 0, null pointer, 1, and barrier. Okay, cool. So also, I was like watching a video about Vulkan. Damn, my brain is cooked. I did run to the gym and then I lifted and then I ran back. So my brain's cooked. Don't expect much from me. Yeah, so they took out they didn't take them out, but they added a replacement for render passes. So I think there's gonna be a big refactor since it kind of became standard to not use render passes after this was written, I think. But I don't actually know because I'm not an expert yet, and probably won't be one ever, but it's okay. All right. Command buffer. Only a single call is used input synchronization set source access max 0 if you ever need to do that. Fencing layout transitions up to you to basically person out there relying on jail like hidden operations. There's actually a special type of image layout that supports all operations BK image layout general, but problem with it of course that it doesn't offer the best performance for any operation. It is required for some special cases. All these helpful functions and commands so far the setup to execute synchronously by waiting for the computer to become idle for practical applications recommended. Combine these operations with a single command buffer and execute them asynchronously for a higher throughput, especially the transitions. Transitions and copy and create texture and functions. I explain that. Basically, it's a command buffer helper record best is after. Okay, he's saying everything I just did was wrong. But I followed the tutorial, so what are we supposed to do? But yeah, yeah, you should set this up to be asynchronous later, so I will do that probably off stream. Okay. Oh my god, why am I scrolling like this? Okay. Alright, we gotta clean up. Oh, damn it. Okay, there was still some cleanup to do and create texture image. Okay, so after that, let's say VK. Oh yeah. Yeah. Buffer. Okay. All right. And then lastly, we just have to VK destroy buffer. I imagine this is not all I have to do to show an image. But we're getting there. I want to see what other music they have. Let's try night driving. Oh, stupid. Okay. Right. Okay, so let me just make sure it still runs and I don't get any validation errors. Okay, so I got a validation error, I think. Command buffer, blah, blah, blah. Is this a problem? Does this matter? Let's see. Validation line. Submit. Command buffer VK buffer. Expect VK image to be in a layout instead of current layout undefined. Which one though? Okay, let me see if I can put a breakpoint in the debug callback. See if that actually tells me. Okay. All right, VK create instance. Oh, no, this is not the actual error. Okay. All right, let's see. if it just, let me see if there's any comments about this. I can't tell if this is like an actual problem or if it's something I can just ignore for now. All right, I'm gonna ignore it because I'm not making progress if I just sit here and stare at this. If it is an actual issue, I'll debug it off stream. Okay. Okay, let's see. Create texture. Okay, we gotta create an image view. I'm gonna scroll and see how long this page is. Okay, it's not as long as some of these tutorials have been. Although I'm 2 pages away from seeing an image, so let's get to work. Okay. So we want to create another function. And I'm not at all like putting these in any coherent order. And I think that's gonna cause me to wanna give up soon, but it's okay. All right, well, let's see. I almost said something that would get me in trouble with the YouTube police. Okay, let's see. I want to call this after create texture image. Okay, then we need to add a new class member. I like this more than the lo-fi. The music, that is. Okay. What is going on? Oh, I'm like, what is going on? It's because I switched computers and I thought I was in BIM mode. Okay. Let's think this out. What? Okay, it wasn't showing up when I was trying to open quickly. 1 second, I'm gonna turn off my AC because it's cold. Ooh-wee. All right, let's see. All right. Okay, so we are creating page view, which is something I've actually done before. Okay. 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 This is where Vulkan gets a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I put the wrong thing. I did not mean to take a screenshot either. Okay. Anyway. Ooh. So we're just gonna create that from that view info struct. And we're gonna pass in our that class member we just created. And then we're gonna check if it's successful. I just wanna be successful. I've been listening to old Drake. Don't cancel me. I just wanna be successful. I said this when I was lifting and I was filming it, but like in that song, Drake is like, "Diss me, you never hear a reply from it for it, whatever." But now, all that nigga does is reply. He's like a goddamn reply all email, just replying to ex-girlfriends, replying to rappers, replying to children, probably. I'm just saying, shut the fuck up, Drake. And you would be much better off if you would go back to that old mindset of not replying to people. But what do I know? I'm not famous. Okay. It's so dumb. In the tutorial, he had me type all that, and then he's like, "You may want to abstract this into a function." I could have been had copy and pasted all this shit, but okay, whatever. Let's abstract it. Cool. Let's do that. All right. All right. All right. I wonder if it'll let me copy and paste from my. Oh, it did let me copy and paste from my other computer. Okay, I'm doing the like share keyboard and mouse thing. It's like very choppy when it goes onto my laptop, but it is working. So definitely take that. All right. Okay, so I'm glad I typed all that bullshit. Okay, so instead, what can we do? What can we do? We can say texture image view equals create image view. You know what? It's fine. It's fine because I would have forgotten all that if I didn't have to just type it over again. So maybe there's a method to his madness. I don't know. Okay. All right. Boom, boom, yeah. Okay, we got our image view. So and then we can go to create image views and we can change that as well to the wow chain image views dot resize. One thing that I have noticed from this guide though that's been kind of helpful is I noticed he like resizes his vectors before he uses them a lot, and instead of just like looping through and doing a pushback, and I think that's like a good thing for me to know because it's a lot less efficient to call pushback a bunch of times because it has to resize the vector a bunch of times. If you just call resize before you loop through and add things to it, it only has to resize once. That's all I'm saying. And then also when you do that, you can like add things multi-threaded. You can multi-thread it. You can't multi-thread with pushback. I learned that the hard way when I was trying to generate my terrain and I was trying to multi-thread it because it was trying to access the it wouldn't add things in order because it was multi-threaded. It's happening on different threads. But if you just do it by an index, the index will always be the same. I don't know why I said all that, but I did. Okay. All right. So we're gonna say swap chain images size I plus plus swap chain image views I equals create image view swap chain images I guess he couldn't have used pushback anyway because he needed the index. Whatever. I don't know why I said all that. Okay, swap chain image format. Boom. Okay, that is cleaner. Obviously. Okay. Let's see. Um, am I on Wi-Fi? No, I'm not on Wi-Fi. I was like, what is? Okay, I was like, Streamlabs is giving me a Wi-Fi image, but it's just the connection. It's just the wait, what? I ain't on Wi-Fi. Is I? Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. As long as you guys can see it, please leave. Please comment in the chat if it's really shitty. Okay. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so now destroyed and at the end of the program. Okay. So we gotta go here. We gotta go to clean up, and then we gotta destroy that image view. Okay, destroy image view, device. Want to know a secret? I did not clean up shit at the end of my OpenGL engine. What's the point of freeing the memory at the end of the program? Like, if the program's closing, like, isn't it just gonna free the memory anyway? Like, what is the point? I don't see the point. But Vulkan will yell at you if you don't do it, so I'm forced to do it here. But like, why? Why does it matter? Okay. I can understand if the program's still running, but like it's already done. Okay, now we're just talking about sampling. Okay, I already know all this shit though. Okay, so not gonna read that. We're gonna add another function though. Create texture sampler. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna add it by create image or something. Let's do it here. I'm trying to ad hoc add some organization, but it's futile. This shit's a mess. I'm not using this anyway. I'm just using it to learn. Okay, so we want to call that after create texture image view. They're created with sampler. Create info struct. Okay. Sampler. I am hungry. I could go for a sampler right now. I think, oh God, after I'm done streaming, I might go sprint to Whole Foods and buy as much sushi as they'll legally allow me to purchase. All right. Spell. Okay, structure type sampler, create info. Alright, mag filter. We're gonna go linear on this boy. And min filter. And we're gonna go once again linear on that boy. Okay. And then we're gonna set how it tiles. So we're gonna address We're gonna have it repeat. We're gonna copy and paste it. What is going on, bro? Gonna copy and paste that. And we're gonna replace this with a V. We're gonna replace this with a W. Okay. And we're gonna enable this word that I probably can't pronounce. Anus trophy. Okay, for this, he literally put 3 question marks. So I guess we're gonna have to figure that out. But okay, so device properties. Okay, we have to get it from the physical device. Get physical device properties. Gonna pass in those properties, and then this guy we're gonna go ahead and paste it down here. All right. Cool. Oh dear. I did not mean to hit page down. Okay. Info. Okay, border color. Opaque black. Simpler info. Unnormalized coordinates. Set that to false. Because our coordinates will be normalized. God, I wish I could spell. Okay. Pair enable. Okay. False. Info. Compare operation. Okay. Compare. Always. Okay. Alright. And then we're gonna set the map mode. Map mode. That's fun to say. Okay. Okay. Just gonna say linear. LOD bias. I don't really. I'm guessing this is just like the max and minimum level of detail, but I don't think we're using bitmaps just yet. So I think that's why everything's being set to 0 at the moment. Yeah, this is going to be in a later chapter. Okay. Swing divide. Pressing hold the handle of the sample object. Sample. God damn it. Wish I could type. You know what? I'm actually going to switch keyboards to keyboard I like more. Can this work wired? No. Okay, yes, it does work wired. Okay, fuck. Okay, switching keyboards. Let's go. All right. Oh, that's so much better. Jesus Christ. I was using a low pro keyboard. This is, oh God, this is so much better. Okay. Texture sampler. Oh, I just forgot it. Which button is the Mac command button? Okay. So we're just gonna say if vk create sampler, that's in that sampler info, pass null pointer for the allocator, and then pass in that texture sampler that we just created. Check if it's successful. I just wanna be successful. Oh my god, switch keyboards. I still can't freaking type. I feel like I'm typing worse. Alright. I locked in for a second and then I couldn't type again. Okay, so we got to destroy that sampler now. Hey. All right. Okay, and then we have to request a feature because it will complain. Let's get rid of that break. Yeah. Okay. Feature is not enabled. That anus trophy. All right. So we're gonna go to where we created the logical device. All right. All right. Where's device features? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. And then we have to update this to say is device suitable. We're gonna add that in. Oh, we gotta create that actually. Physical device features. Where's it? Features. We're gonna get physical device features. Features and okay, I think that should get it to shut up. All right. All right. Think we're gonna see an image soon. I hope so. All right. Let's do this. All right. This tutorial is not as long. All right, we looked at descriptors for the first time. Uniform buffers part of the tutorial. In this chapter, we will look at a new type of descriptor, combined image sampler. The descriptor makes it possible for shaders to access an image resource through a sampler object like the one we created in the previous chapter. We'll start by modifying the descriptor set layout, descriptor pool, and descriptor set to include such a combined image sampler descriptor. After that, we're going to add texture coordinates to vertex and modify the fragment shader to read colors from texture instead of just interpolating the vertex colors. Browse the create descriptor set layout function and add BK descriptor set layout binding for a combined image sampler descriptor. Will simply put it in the binding after the uniform buffer. Okay, create descriptor layout. Okay, what is the difference here? Hmm. All right, I'm just gonna have to. Oh, okay, okay. I have to add another one. I guess. Okay. BK descriptor set layout binding sampler layout binding. I can't spell. All right. Anyone get that reference? Clips. Okay, whatever. Binding was one. Script account one. Scriptor type. Combined. Sampler. Was no pointer. Okay. Page flags. Okay, so we're just saying we want this to be on the fragment shader, and then we're gonna create an array holding these two bindings. Okay. Bindings. Info. Binding count. Okay, so we're just changing this so it takes two bindings instead of one. Okay, we're changing this to an array. I am so sleepy. Okay. But I'm determined to get this done. Oh my God. Going to the gym before streaming. Not the best idea. Okay. Now I know. Will I learn my lesson? Hell nah. Okay. All right, school info, school size. It will be the size of that array. Okay. Okay, I think that's all. That's a change. All right. Oh my God. Thank you, Breezy. We're almost there. We're almost there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, let's see. All right. Inadequate descriptor pools are a good example of a problem that validation layers will not catch. As a Vulkan 1.1, BK allocate descriptor sets may fail with error code. BK error pool out of memory. If the pool is not sufficiently large, but the driver may also try to solve the problem internally, this means that sometimes, depending on hardware pool size, allocation size, the driver will let us get away with allocation that exceeds the limits of our descriptor pool. Other times, BK allocated descriptor sets will fail and return BK error pool out of memory. This can be particularly frustrating if allocation succeeds on some machines and fails on others. What is the point of this then if it's gonna fail on one machine and not the other? Okay, whatever. Since Vulkan shifts the responsibility for allocation to the driver, it is no longer a strict requirement to only allocate as many descriptors for a certain type as specified by the corresponding descriptor count members for the creation of descriptor pool. However, it remains best practice to do so, and in the future BK layers Chronos validation will warn about this type of problem if you enable best practice validation. Okay. Okay, so you can have it warn you about this? Okay, whatever. Final step is to bind the actual image and sample resources to the descriptors and the descriptors that go to create descriptor sets function. Okay. All right. Okay, so buffer info, using buffer, blah blah blah. Okay, we did that. So we have to create a descriptor buffer info, and we have to give it info about the image. Info dot image layout. Oh, I did the wrong thing. That's all. My stomach is growling. Oh God. Okay. Now, like the resources for a combined image sampler structure must be specified. A VK descriptor image info struct, just like the buffer resource for the uniform buffer descriptor is specified in VK descriptor buffer info struct. This is where the objects from the previous chapter come together. Okay. Okay, so we have to change this to an array again. Okay. I was watching a talk on Vulkan, and this guy that works for them, he referred to STD out as stood out, and I've never heard anyone call it STD stood. I've heard it as STD. I've heard it as standard, but stood, like, I think he's full of shit, and he should be fired. Okay, so let's see. All right, we gotta goddamn change all this to be the first. Index of the array. So let's do that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, shouldn't have to change any of that shit. And let me change this before I forget. Static cast unit RTT descriptor rights size, and then pass in the pointer to the data. Boom. Okay, and then we just have to fill in all this bullshit for the second index. Hoy, all right. We got this. All right. Structure, type, right descriptor. I feel like most people definitely stop once they draw the triangle. Why am I doing this? Why am I even doing this? Who really knows? I mean, I'm gonna have to learn how to do textures at some point, so I guess it does make sense. Okay. I can't wait till I have more people watching this, so people will have time to tell me when I make typos. All right, let's see. Normally, I'm just doing this talking to myself. Okay. Okay, we're done. All right. I mean, I think so. What the fuck? Oh, it actually opened up a new tab. Okay. Okay, I got a lot of issues here. Blah, 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 blah. I think I'm gonna ignore this for now. Hopefully, it's not something super confusing to fix, but we're moving to shaders. Okay. Wait, did I forget something? Image info. Okay. That's binding. Let's type that's binding. That's array. Descriptor type, descriptor code. Okay. All right. Seems like I did everything. Okay. Okay. I have to open up my terminal. Let's make this bigger though. All right. Oh no, this is not not the shader yet. Okay. All right. Yeah, we gotta add the text chords. That's not how you do that. Okay. Okay. So we need to just add a third binding. Or a third attribute descriptor, I mean. It's the same binding. Okay. Location to format is gonna be R32, R32. I mean R32G32. So for whatever reason, when you're saying the format of like your vectors and stuff, in Vulkan it uses RGB for the names. I don't know why. It would be nice if they just use XYZ, but it is what it is. Okay. Then we just say offset of vertex and text chord. It's supposed to be plural. Okay. And now we just gotta add them in. So it's gonna be zero. Zero dot O. 1 dot O. One dot O. 1 dot O. Okay. Oh, I put these in the wrong place. Okay. That should be good. Okay. All right, now we're going to switch over to the shaders. Okay. So vertex shader, we just have to add in another attribute. Was text were supposed to be? Oh, it wasn't plural. Okay, whatever. Okay. Then we want to do an out. And we're just going to set that to that. Okay, and then gonna say shader dot drag. Okay, let's see if that works. So I'm gonna compile my shaders. Okay. So it's not going to show the picture because we didn't actually sample the texture, but it should give me a crash. Okay. Attribute descriptions. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. It should be able to figure that out at compile time if there's not like, okay, that's what I expect. But like it said 2 here, and then I accessed the 3rd index. It should know that at compile time. Why is it letting me even compile? Okay, focus. Okay, we're almost there. We almost there. All right, so we're gonna go back to that thing. Okay. Oops. All right, so we're gonna add in the sampler. So that's gonna say layout. about finding what's one. It's a uniform sampler to be. Why did? Thank you for that. Okay, so we're getting our text chords. Let's see if we're actually getting our sampler. Okay, compiled. Okay, it didn't work. Probably the validation layers will tell me what's wrong then. All right. Let's see. All right, scripter type equal to sample point, blah, blah, blah. Access all image subs. Image must be image layout. What? I'm gonna look at the code to see where I could have made a mistake. All right. So this looks okay. Let's see about that. Let's create texture image. Let me read this though to make sure. See. Oh, I can add another breakpoint to at least see in the ballpark. Although this this unused parameter seems like it could be an issue. All right, let's look at what is this transition layout. All right, let's take a look. We're gonna look see. Format using one. Okay, format is not actually used in this function in the actual code either. Okay, so that was a red herring. So that was a fucking lie. Oh boy. All right. Let's see. We're at an hour and a half. I'm gonna have to stop at some point, but first, we're gonna add a breakpoint in the debug messenger and see if that gives us any clues. Okay, so not that. Not that. Triangle. All right, where are we in? We're in the transition image layout. So, okay. So there is an issue in transition image layout, I believe. All right, let me just comb over this, see if I missed anything. Here, memory ignored. Is it the image? Aspect mask is we change color bit. Map level 0. Level count 1. Base array layer 0. Layer count 1. Source. Oh, I think I was supposed to delete that. Okay, I hope that's all it was. Nope. Okay. Okay, so that was obviously an issue, but there's definitely more good and wrong. Okay, let's add that breakpoint in again. All right, let's keep looking in here. Source. There's source access mask. Okay. Transfer right bit. Okay. So VK pipeline stage. Top pipe bit. Destination stage. VK pipeline stage. Transfer bit. Okay, all that's VK access. Transfer right bit. VK pipeline stage. Fragment shader. Wait. Oh, VK access shader read bit. Okay. Okay. That'll do it. Okay, access shader read. And then let me double check the last two. Transfer bit. Fragment shader bit. Okay. Okay, if that's it, that makes sense. Son of a bitch. Okay. Okay, what else are we doing wrong? Oh my god. The current layer is layout undefined. Let's go up another layer and see. All right, what's this? Create texture image. Okay. Wait, transition image layout. Oh, it's called twice. Oh, how did I miss that? Okay, so okay. All right. All right, so we gotta call it here texture image with still this for the format, but gotta say OLED. Okay, okay. 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 I see. All right. Layout undefined. And then VK. I was talking about this earlier where I was like, why are we checking for this thing that we didn't pass in? Because I was supposed to pass it in. Transfer dust optimal. And then in between that, we're gonna copy buffer to what is it? Copy buffer to copy buffer to image. Did I even write that function? I must have like skipped a whole ass part because like how did this happen? Okay, so this is probably what I'm missing. And I don't think I'm gonna type it all out. Let's just be for real, for real. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm gonna grab it from the website on my other computer. Oh my goodness gracious. Isn't that? Oh, definitely stay on page. Oh my goodness. Okay, that must have been on the last page, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure how I missed that shit. Void. Okay. All right, we're back in business. Okay. In buffer, texture, image. And cast unit 32T. Text width. I think cast unit 32T. Boom. Okay, we got it. Sweet. All right. I'm ending the stream now. Success. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye. I don't know why I want to end.
Did it end? I guess I'm not